I did not have an SRO when I was in school.
Okay.
I would have liked to. I think you'd have been cool like me. I'm just kidding.
I am SRO clerk, and I work at West Shore Middle School.
Officer Goldfuss, the school resource officer at Jonathan Law.
I'm Officer Banks, and I'm the school resource officer at Harborside Middle School and the Academy.
Hi, I'm Officer LaChavo, and I'm the SRO at East Shore Middle School.
I'm Officer Kish, and I'm the school resource officer at Foreign High School.
The SRO program is really a team effort or collaborative effort with the Board of Education. So we take a carefully selected and highly trained police officer and put them in one of the city's participating schools. From there, they're going to act as a police officer, of course, but they're going to act as a counselor in a kind of informal sense and a mentor to the students that they grow to know throughout their years in the school. So we're able to foster relationships with kids and allow them to report things to us that may otherwise go unreported, which then leads to a safer school environment and a school climate, which is conducive to learning for these students and just creates opportunities for law enforcement to interact with youth as they grow older and move through the school system.
I wanted to be a school resource officer because I really love kids. I have 6 of my own, and I think it's really important for kids to have police as good role models for them and to see that police are your friends and they're not just there, they're not your enemy, and that you can build really strong bonds with them. The most rewarding part of being a school resource officer is building really strong bonds with the kids. Like normally if you're a police officer and you're working, you get a call or you're just working regular patrol, you do that call and then you're like on to the next call. You don't really get to know the people that you're working with and the people on the calls. With these in school, you're like really getting to know the kids and are able to like really build a strong, relationship with them, which is great. I think that it's really great to have police officers working in schools because it just, teaches kids that we're here, that we can be a really good role model and mentor for them. And, work up here in the counseling suite. And it's great because I get to see the kids all day long. I'm not just seeing them, if there's a problem or anything going on, like they come in here and they feel really comfortable talking to us and letting us know what's going on with them. And it's really important, and it's a great thing to have police officers in schools.
I wanted to become an SRO to help people. That's my goal as an officer, so I felt like in this capacity I can help the most people. My favorite part in working in the school is definitely the sports, following the sports, watching the games, rooting for other kids and kind of taking pride in their accomplishments. Well, it was definitely unexpected when I took this role how much of a, let's call it a counselor or a therapist you end up being. You end up just talking and giving more advice to students than anything. Really not what you would consider, police officer functions. I always appreciate, the police department support in our program. Obviously, from top to bottom, we really believe in this program, and the amount of support that we've gotten from the Milford Board of Ed has just been unbelievable. So I appreciate both sides of that.
I wanted to be an SRO right out of the academy. I enjoyed learning about juvenile law, and I really wanted to be able to build strong relationships between kids and the police department. The most rewarding part is definitely building great relationships with kids when they come into 6th graders and don't know you yet, and it takes a little while, but you get to build a rapport with them, and by the time they're leaving 8th grade, you've built a great relationship with them. My favorite part of working in the school is just dealing with like a diverse group of people between the students, the staff, and the parents. I really enjoy just the different things that come up every day and being able to work with different people.
I wanted to become an SRO because I wanted to make an impact on a kid's life. I know that growing up, you try to find that adult or that support person around you that can help mold you, shape you, be the person that you can become later on in life. I personally, I had a few of those adults in my life, one of those being my uncle. He's actually a Bridgeport police officer. Always kind of told me the consequences of things and how your actions do have consequences and ramifications for later on in life. So I always had that person to go to. So looking at it from a different perspective of me actually being the police officer in the school here at East Shore, I can do that for a kid. Being in the building, you start to establish relationships with the students and the staff. You get to know the families really well, and they get to know you. I think a lot of the times people look at us as like, we just arrest people and we go to court and we do X, Y, Z, but that's not the entire role of a police officer. It's very community oriented. We like to be that go-to person, and we want to show the students and the staff that we're people. We're just people like everybody else. I had a former student actually come up to me, and we were just kind of talking, and I was asking him, how school was going and things like that, and he had mentioned to me and said that if it weren't for another teacher and myself, he wouldn't be where he is today. And that resonated with me, because you don't hear that all that often. And really good student, really good kid, doing very well now.
So I wanted to become an SRO because I really like working with children and kids. Prior to becoming a police officer, I worked as a mentor in New Haven for at-risk youth, and I got my degree in juvenile and family justice. So this is definitely the route I wanted to take. I think the most rewarding part about being an SRO is just running into kids outside of school if I'm working patrol, also in school having kids come up to me and just wanting to talk and just building those relationships. I actually didn't have an official SRO when I was in high school. However, we did have the local area cop who would be in the school almost every day. We built a great relationship. I always felt very safe with him around. And when I became an SRO at Foreign, he congratulated me and he was excited for me because we still stay in touch. So I've been a lifelong Milford resident. I also went through the Milford school system from kindergarten to grade 12. Everyone was very supportive, highly encouraging, and I had a teacher who even wrote me a recommendation and was a reference for when I joined the police department also. Top-notch teachers in Milford.
Training is very important to the Milford Police Department. It's essential that our school resource officers are properly trained for school emergencies. They work closely with our special response team to ensure the safety of our students and faculty.
This is a code red drill. This is a code red drill.
Hi, I'm Officer MacDonald, and I work here in the Crime Prevention Unit at Milford Police Department. One of our roles in the Crime Prevention Unit is to go to each elementary school in Milford and practice lockdown drills with our elementary level students. We work very closely with the staff at each elementary school to ensure that all the students and faculty know exactly what to do in case of an emergency.
All clear, all clear, all clear.
All right, people. We're here at Pumpkin Delight. Got this fantastic team behind me. We're gonna make sure that all of our classrooms and offices are secure. And we're gonna start this right now. You guys ready? Clear? Don't mind the phone ringing. Clear? Clear? All right, we have an empty classroom, the door's open, but this is secure, no one's in here. And it's clear. Everyone's out of sight. Clear? Clear. All right, guys. Main floor is clear.
The elementary schools are so lucky to be able to have the partnership with the Milford Police Department. We've been able to collaborate and work as a team when it comes to any safety or security issues, and they're certainly helping with education of our students. So we're very appreciative of all of their efforts.
My favorite extracurricular activity in school would probably say anything related to sports. When I was in high school, I mean, even when I was in elementary and middle school, I played baseball pretty much my entire lives.
Gym, because I'm really active and I love physical fitness, so gym is definitely my favorite.
Sports, yeah, I played specifically basketball.
So my favorite extracurricular activity is going to be track and field. I joined the track team just to get in shape for the military.
When I was in school, I was definitely an athlete. I loved playing all sports from basketball, softball to volleyball.
My favorite subject was definitely civics and history, and I actually work with my old history teacher now here at Foreign.
I mean, is gym, can I say gym? Because I would say gym, no, but if aside from gym, I'd probably say social studies.
My favorite subject was English because I was really good at spelling and I was terrible at math, so I hated math, but English I definitely liked.
My favorite subject was math. I'm a numbers guy. It kind of helps with my OCD.
My favorite subject in school was science.
This is our 10th year and we hope to continue on for many more.